All right, back on the morning drive on this Tuesday morning. 241-1059 is our number, and glad to have in studio with us, as always, our good friend John Eunice. John, how are you, man?
Doing well, Chris. Thanks for letting me come by.
Absolutely. You have been quite busy lately, but we will be able to see the fruits of your labor, not just yours alone, but you and several other people's labor. Coming up 2 weeks from tonight, the fundraiser dinner going on at Cross Point Church, and everything seems to be going pretty well. We're
doing well. We've got said a couple of items we're still working to get taken care of. We've got a team of about 10 to 15 folks have been working very hard, and we've been very blessed. And obviously, the community support has been amazing as it's been this last year.
Again, of course, the fundraising dinner will be in memory of John's son James, who we lost just about a year ago, as a matter of fact. And of course, his story has resonated with so many, not just here locally, but, and I say this not underestimating it, literally across the world.
It has.
And I know you've been contacted by people from all points who have who didn't know James and never met him, but who have been touched by his story. And so that's the kind of thing we want to build on. And you guys, again, and I just you and Tammy have done such a great job in translating to something that can help out people, and that's what this is all about.
It is. James was all. We talk about James and a life of faith and how he lived, and all about how he invested in others, and so that we feel that's what God's had us to do, is to come back and invest and continue James's legacy, and this is one way to continue to do that.
Coach Mark Richt, who obviously his story and James has been a very special one, and he'll be here to help us that night.
He will be. We're everyone. Well, most everyone knows the story about the jersey that Coach Richt sent down and presented at James's service here, which was a year ago this past Sunday, February 5th, and we were able to talk with Coach Richt, and he agreed to come down and speak. And we assume it'll be a mixture of football and faith that night. Mm-hmm. So we're looking forward to it, and the proceeds, of course, will stay here in the community. We've been blessed to be able to talk with some agencies, and they're very receptive to this idea. We can't use this funds for scholarships because of NCAA guidelines, but we've talked with Second Harvest. We're looking to target the Pregnancy Support Center, the Valdosta State FCA, because James was a part of the FCA, and Trey Brinson at VSU also participates in the Valdosta High School FCA. Mm-hmm. And also Teresa Parkerson has started a backpack type program down at Lake Park mm-hmm. Elementary, which has branched out to several other schools to help some of the less fortunate children with some backpack program. Mm-hmm. And of course, all these have to be 501(c) programs that we can give the money back to as part of the guidelines for our foundation.
So 100% of the money raised will stay here in Valdosta, Lowndes County, which is
Absolutely.
Always a good thing.
Absolutely.
And you've had great response. I know a lot of people have already, sponsored tables and bought individual tickets. But the good news is we have some left.
We do have some left. We've been fortunate to sell. We're right at 30 corporate tables. With most of those having been paid for. We've had 3 student tables purchased. The 100 Black Men of Valdosta have purchased a student table for a group of young men and women. The Lowndes Booster Club, Lowndes Touchdown Club has purchased one, and we'll be working also with the other schools to see if they want to do that. And we've also had a 3rd table purchased. So we've got those, and we're looking for a crowd of around 400 to 450 that night, so we think it'll be a great event.
Have dinner and the program as well.
Dinner and a program, right.
Fantastic. So if people want to purchase, first of all, tables and then individual tickets, what are the prices and how can they do that?
Well, for corporate tables, they can still contact me at Tammy or me at jltaeunice@yahoo.com, or give us a call at 245-1036. Corporate tables are $800. Those are tax deductible. But the big push right now is the individual tickets, which we have available for $50 a piece. And those are available at Duck Barnes. They're on Baytree and at all First Federal locations. We also have a student seating section, which is back towards the rear of the sanctuary, but those are $20 tickets, and trying to get as many students out as possible.
And also there's a Facebook page so people can get that information as well.
Right. There's a Facebook page, James Eunice Charity Fundraising Dinner.
Gotcha.
There's information out there, and it's gone out. I believe it's even been posted on Ray Drew's homepage. So we appreciate the work from Kevin Weekly up in Watkinsville, who posted that information for us.
Tell us a little bit about also the week of the Coastal Carolina game, I believe it was, and there was a big spread up there about James's whole story up in Athens.
Yeah, we were again, Coach Richt, with what he did for us, we were able to go up for the South Carolina game, and had the opportunity to visit with him briefly after the game, which was just a chance meeting, nothing we had set up, and that was great. But Tammy and I actually had gone, visiting with our daughter in D.C. the following week, when we had a call from one of the writers for the Dog Bites for the Banner Herald, and they wanted to do a story about James. They had heard one about his wanting to walk on, so they were able to interview Jay and Malcolm and talk a little bit about that, and talk to me and Tammy, and as well as John, who's up there in law school right now. And so we that week in the insert of the Banner Herald was the feature article was about James. It's entitled "A Walk On to Remember," and a picture of Jay and Malcolm holding James's Georgia jersey. So that was kind of going to be the theme for the dinner. Will be a walk on to remember.
Gotcha. Well, it's again, it's going to be fantastic. A lot of agencies will benefit from this, and I know you've put a lot of work into it, but it's going to be a really nice affair. But I want to urge our listeners, if you're interested in going, go ahead and make your plans now, because there is a limited capacity, although we hope to have a huge crowd. There, about 500 is probably going to be capacity.
We between 450 and 500. We have tickets available right now. We'll have ticket sales through the 16th of February. We'll plan to cut it off then, and so we can get the logistics taken care of for dinner and meals and everything else. So
fantastic. So I tell you what, if you want to delay Valentine's Day by just 1 week and make that your Valentine's night out, I promise you the love you'll feel that night will be perfect for that occasion. So go ahead and make your plans to do that. Again, you can see them on Facebook at the James Eunice fundraising charity dinner. You can find that on Facebook. I'm butchering it again like I knew that I would, John. But anyway, or you can get in touch with John, or if you just want single tickets, go by Duck Barnes or any of the First Federal locations. They'll be glad to get you tickets. It's going to be a great night, and I know a lot of people will leave there probably learning a little bit more about the story, but also just feeling kind of like it fills your tank up in the middle of the week. So
absolutely.
So well, listen, man, good to see you. Keep up the good work. We'll keep reminding folks about it. Again, February the 16th. Is the cutoff.
February 16th cutoff for tickets, and the dinner is the night of the 21st.
21st, 2 weeks from tonight again. So make your plans now. Circle that on your calendars, and tell a friend about it as well. Send it out on Facebook and email, and let as many folks know, because we want to pack it out. And remember, the more people that we get there that night, the more people in our community that will benefit from it in a lot of different ways. So, John, good to see you, buddy. Take care.
Thanks, Chris. Thanks for letting me come by.
Anytime. We'll take a break and come right back. More of the Morning Drive right after this on News Talk 105.9. This is WVGA.